The flames lick at my feet. Their hearts full of hate. What they don't understand, they condemn. What they can't comprehend must meet its end.
What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his plight, of the revolt the newest state.
Oh, this is the sergeant who, like a good and hardy soldier, fought against my captivity. Hail, my brave friend! Say to the king the knowledge of the broil, as thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their heart. The merciless Macdonald, worthy to be a rebel, for to that the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. From the western isles of Kerns and Gallaglass is supplied, and fortune on his clammed quarrel smiling showed like a rebel's whore. But all is too weak for brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution. Like valor minion carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands, nor bade farewell to him till he unseamed him from the nave to the chops and fixed his head upon our battlements.
O valiant cousin, worthy gentleman!
As whence the sun gins his reflection, shipwracking storms and direful thunders break. Mark, King of Scotland, Mark, no sooner justice had, with valor armed, compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels, but the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes, as sparrows, eagles, or the hare, the lion. If I say sooth, I must report they were as cannons overcharged with double cracks. So they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe, except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds or memorize another Golgotha. I cannot tell, but I am faint. My gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go get him, surgeons. Who comes here?
Worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes. So should he not look that seems to speak things strange.
God save the king.
Whence comest thou, worthy Thane?
Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by the most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict till the Bellona's bridegroom laughed in proof. Point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his spirit, and to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Great happiness!
That now Swano, the Norway king, craves composition, nor would we deign him burial of his men till he disturbed at St. Combs inch $10,000 to our general use.
No more than Thane of Cawdor shall deceive her bosom interest. Go pronounce his present death, and with his former title greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won. But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction of just.
Then stand with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Now spurs the elated traveler apace to gain the timely end, and near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark! I hear horses.
Give us a light there, ho.
Then 'tis he, the rest that are within the note of expectation, already arriveth court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but does usually, so all men do. From hence to the palace gate, make it their walk.
A light, a light.
'Tis he.
Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down.
Oh treachery, fly, good Fleance, fly, fly, fly. thou must revenge, O slave.
Who did strike out the light?
What's not the way?
There is but one down. The sun is fled.
We have lost the best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and say how much is done. Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword? Whiles I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn.
Of all men else I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor. As easy mayst thou the entrenched air with thy keen sword and press as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear, and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show, and gaze o' the time. We'll have thee as our rarer monsters are, painted on a pole, and underwrit. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would be come to Dunsinane, and thou oppose, being of no woman born, yet I'll try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff! And damned be him that first cries, "Hold enough!"
I would the friends we missed were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had he prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he is dead?
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
Had he his hurts before?
Aye, on the front.
Why then, God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them a fairer death, and so his knell is knolled.
He is worth more sorrow, and that I will spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see the compass with the kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with our several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do which would be planted newly with time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled with snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self-violent hands took off her life. This, and what needful else, that calls upon us. By the grace of grace, we will perform the measure of time and place. So thanks to all at once and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.